I've owned this airplane for 3 years now. The first year, I ran 100 low lead. The next 2 years, I got smarter. I ran 100 low lead, but with decal and run-up added. Now, she just came out of this year's annual condition inspection, and she has all brand new spark plugs and fresh oil. So I decided to run her on MoGas as much as I can. The fuel port is labeled for 100 low lead or fuel with a 91 AKI, which is an anti-knock index. And you can think of AKI the same as octane. My A&P tells me to run no ethanol gas only and points me to a local station that sells 93 octane. Plenty of stations around here sell the 87 octane with no ethanol, but I can't use that because it's less than 91 octane. So I went to Walmart and I bought 2 gas cans, loaded them in my Tesla, and off we go to get gas. If you ever read about an accident where a Tesla crashed and was destroyed in a gas fire, well, that probably was me. I'm now ready for my first round of filling her up with MoGas. Now, look at this gas can. At 5 gallons, it weighs 30 pounds. So I heft it up and stick the nozzle into the filler tube on the airplane. Now I can easily lift 30 pounds. My wife weighs 117 pounds and I can pick her up, so it's not the weight. But hold on a minute, it is the weight. Look at that tiny pour spout. The fuel flows out, glub, glub, glub. It's like draining through a soda straw. Minutes pass, and yeah, that 30 pounds is starting to get heavy. Plus, the thing is dripping gas onto my wing. Well, I end up filling her up this way, but I decide I need a better solution. Back home, I find this fuel transfer pump on Amazon. Yeah, now that's the ticket. 2 days later, and I go back to the airport, pump in hand. First, I run out again to the gas station and get 10 more gallons of gas. Let's try this thing out. So here's the pump I bought. This end goes down into the gas can. The pump itself is contained in this part of the hose and it sits at the bottom of the gas can. Now this other tube is the part that goes into the airplane's filler port. It's supposed to automatically stop when the tank is full, but I'm probably still going to monitor things and I'll stop it myself when it sounds full. Step 1 is to place this bench next to the airplane. The pump instructions said the gas can should be at the same level as the receiving tank. So I ran out to the Goodwill store and bought this stool for $14. Step 2 is to place the gas can onto the stool and remove the spout. Step 3, the hoses all go to where they belong. Step 4 is to load the pump with power. You can run at high speed with 4 AA batteries, but I choose to go with just 2 AA's. It runs slower, but it's plenty fast enough for me. I like it that the hose is translucent and you can see the fuel flowing. So here we go.
Let's turn it on.
Once I'm done, you hold the hose high to let the leftover fuel drain back into the gas can. And when I remove the pump, I take it over to the wash rack and rinse off the outside of the hoses. The pump comes with a plastic bag for storage between uses. According to an article in the AOPA magazine, Rotax says that if you run MoGas exclusively, your oil change interval is 100 hours. If you run 100 low lead exclusively, your oil change interval is 25 hours. And if you run MoGas with a little bit of 100 low lead from time to time, your interval is 50 hours. But if you run more than 30% 100 low lead, then you drop back down to 25 hours. So I need to keep track of how much I'm using of either type of fuel. When I buy avgas, it's metered, so I know how many gallons I'm taking. But there's no gauge on the transfer fuel pump, So here's how I keep track. The airplane says I have 9 gallons remaining. Well then, I'm going to fill it full of avgas to the 20-gallon level. Presto, I just added 11 gallons. Now, because I'm a nerdy engineer, I created a spreadsheet to keep track of this stuff. The target over time is less than 30% 100 low lead. That'll save me an expensive oil change and let me go the full 50 hours. One lesson I've learned from all this is I need to go out and buy another gas can. 2 cans of 5 gallons each equals just 10 gallons, and that's just not enough to always fill the tank to 20 gallons total, and it makes me make an extra fuel run. Oh, and that chart, it has a column for 91 octane ethanol. Well, I might cheat every now and then, and if I'm in a hurry, it's 14 miles round trip to get the 93 octane and just 1/2 mile to get the premium auto gas. In the wintertime, driving 14 miles with my windows rolled down may not work for me. What would you do? Well, thanks for watching. I just thought I'd share another aspect of owning an airplane with a Rotax engine. Hope you liked it. See you in the next episode. So long.